Local teams from the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Brian Rozak and Tony Hanola back here at Laurel Highlands High School, just about set to go. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders. Mustangs in their home whites, blue numbers, red trim. Their bench off to our left. Uniontown and the away Maroons, white numbers. Their bench off to our right as they play the Laurel Highlands alma mater. I have to say hello to our buddy Ed Walensky from Sandy Howe Notary Services. They're open until 8:30 tonight. If you have any last-minute notary needs you need done here on a Tuesday night, I think a lot of folks certainly focused on this game in front of us, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders.
Yeah, I think Ed might be a little quiet here tonight for sure. I got a feeling not a whole lot of activity going on in town outside of the bars.
So what do you expect to see here tonight, Tom?
I expect to see Uniontown come out, press a lot, try to run a lot. As we said, they're the leading scoring team in the WPI with 79 points a game. And I think you're probably going to see maybe a little bit of zone against against Laurel Highlands, because I think Coach Gizmarski is going to try to make him beat him from the outside, try to make some threes, make him set up a little half-court offense and try to do something there. But as I said, I think Uniontown needs to make some threes, and I think Laurel Highlands is going to have to figure out how to break the zone if Robbie plays that. But I got a feeling that way, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the Mustangs without Antoine Black tonight. You can see him down there in street clothes. Great defender, great rebounder. How's that going to impact the game?
Well, I think it's a big loss for him. I mean, we said that even last week when he got injured in that Bell Vernon game. And the point of it is, he doesn't score a lot, but we know he can play great defense, and that's an integral part on this Laurel Highlands team. And the other thing too is it shortens the bench for Coach Auger. I mean, really, he only plays probably about 8 or 9 guys at the most, and that kind of shortens it for him as well.
And if you're just joining us, starters for Laurel Highlands, Keandre DeShields, Rodney Gallagher, Mason Bolish, Blaze Krisner, and Patrick Kavanaugh tonight for Uniontown Notorious Grooms, Calvin Winfrey, Kadrian McLee, Bakari Wallace, and Jameer Braxton. Red Raiders, they won 12 in a row, just a one loss against Norwood. Of course, Laurel Highlands, their only setback came up at the CCBC Dome when they fell against Lincoln Park, who at the time was the number 1 team in 4A.
Well, and Lincoln Park was loaded, and it was one of those games where Keandre got into foul trouble, and it really changed the game. And as we said, Rod had to kind of take it over by himself, but really the Mustangs were in the game really till the last couple of minutes of it. So good showing against the now current number 1 team in Lincoln Park.
I think you mentioned earlier, but worth mentioning again, very important for Laurel Highlands to stay out of foul trouble tonight, especially Keandre and Rodney, because they don't have the depth that Uniontown has.
I would agree. I mean, if one of those guys gets in foul trouble tonight, it could be a long night for the Mustangs.
They're introducing the Mustang starting lineup right now. Red Raiders already been introduced. Uniontown's starting 5 huddling off to our right. Now they introduce Rodney Gallagher, and he'll run onto the court as well. And we'll get this Section 3 4A matchup underway. As we wrap up the first half of the section season, these two schools will meet again in February over at A.J. Everhart Memorial Gymnasium at Uniontown High School. So much history between these two programs, again meeting for the 117th time tonight. Uniontown leading the all-time series 67-49. Mustangs swept the season series last year. They've won 3 straight against the Red Raiders. We'll see what happens tonight as you have Kadrian McLee in the center circle for Uniontown. Keandre DeShields for Laurel Highlands. Mike Gaffney will step in, and here we go. Uniontown and Laurel Highlands. And the opening tap controlled there by the Mustangs as Mason Bolish pulls it back to Rodney Gallagher. They're high on the left, picked up by Bakari Wallace. Kavanaugh to set the screen. Rodney trying to penetrate, little poke away. Rodney regains, trying to float one up, and McLee the block. Ball comes loose, edge of the zone, and scooped up there by Calvin Winfrey off to Notorious Grooms. 3 from the near wing, out the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, tapped around, still loose, and finally controlled by McLee again. Resetting to Braxton. Did he walk? Yes, he did. Travel call there on Uniontown. Mustangs get it back.
Yeah, they didn't give him credit for the Euro step there. I'm not so sure he really walked, but he got called for the walk. Now you're going to see full court pressure by the Red Raiders.
Usually it doesn't phase the Mustangs much, as here's Krisner at midcourt, and he traveled, but they got him there.
Yeah, good defense there by Grooms to step right up, make Krisner pick up his dribble and shuffle his feet. So turnovers back-to-back by both teams, and maybe a little bit of anxiety here. We got a big crowd, and these guys know what a big game it is as well.
Red Raiders with the basketball, working right to left as we describe it. Grooms on the far side, back to Winfrey. High on the right, Krisner defending, Winfrey driving. Coming inside, the ball was knocked away, no foul called. Into the hands of Keandre DeShields. Keandre back across. Keandre with contact, and a charge call there on Keandre. Bakari Wallace taking the charge.
Yeah, and Bakari Wallace just doing what he does. Always liked his game. He hustles well, he plays well, he's everywhere on the floor. And right there, willing to take that charge from the big fella DeShields. So the first foul goes against Keandre.
Bakari was our player of the game, brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vacides in the Red Raiders last game against Elizabeth forward Braxton for three up top, no good. Kavanaugh had the rebound, little poke, and then he was trying to send it up to Rod, and Notorious Grooms with a steal. A lot of speed on this Uniontown side. Braxton driving and scoring with a little floater left of the lane. Opening 2 points of the game, Jameer Braxton, and Uniontown strike first and a turnover. Picked off by Bakari Wallace. He'll drive back, scoop shot, no good, loose underneath. Foul called here on Uniontown.
Yeah, I think you're going to have an over-to-back call on Jameer Braxton. Braxton did get called for that foul. And really, the Mustangs are going to have to be careful with this passes right now. A couple passes that were a little not sharp at all and end up to two turnovers.
Red Raiders in the 2-2-1, tapped across. Krisner was in a carry, actually rolled it off to Keandre, but Uniontown's speed has been impressive here in the opening 90 seconds. Keandre left of the lane, handing off Kavanaugh, needs to go strong and does so for the Mustangs' first 2 points of the game, Patrick Kavanaugh.
Well, and we've seen this in games over the past couple of weeks. Keandre, throws a lot of good passes, but the Mustangs have to be ready for it. Kavanaugh right there, lucky to catch the pass and make the layup.
Wallace from the far wing and in, no good, and Kavanaugh able to pull away the rebound off to Krisner and up to Keandre. Across here on the near side, picked up by Braxton. Keandre here on the near wing. Kavanaugh setting the screen. Will take the three. It's on the way. In and out. High rebound. Brought down by McLee in traffic. Back to Kelvin Winfrey. Touched up to Notorious Grooms. Defended there by Krisner. Little touch from Bakari. Back to Grooms as he resets here high on the right. Notorious Grooms still directing traffic with Krisner in his face. Grooms working to his left, switches back here with Calvin Winfrey. Spins inside, off balance shot, no good, and Keandre another rebound.
Keandre grabs the rebound without leaving the floor.
Here's Rodney for three up top on the way, again in and out, a bit strong there off the back iron. Jameer Braxton the rebound, running back across, off to Grooms, stolen by Gallagher. Here's Rodney racing back for the quick two. First two of the game for Rodney Gallagher. He now has 1,659 career points, and the Mustangs a 4-2 lead over Uniontown here at the 5:17 mark of the first.
Yeah, a little sloppy so far here by both teams. Passing not crisp at all.
Here's Wallace driving, threw it up over the shoulder, didn't drop. Foul called off the rebound, and they get McLee there for over the back.
They're going to call McLee for a push. Kind of pushed Kavanaugh a little bit in the back as he went up for that rebound. So McLee, he's going to pick up his first. That's a team second in this first quarter.
As you mentioned, a little sloppy on both sides. Laurel Highlands a 4-2 lead over Uniontown. 5:08 left here in the first. Sent into Krisner. Back to Rodney in the backcourt. Red Raiders still in their 2-2-1. Krisner with the ball being kicked there by Jameer Braxton. Will stay with Laurel Highlands as they'll trigger it in here in front of the scorers table.
Well, and I'm sure Coach Auger practiced this press. He knows that it's Uniontown's trademark, and he knew it was going to see it here tonight. So he's ready for this as he sets Krisner up in the middle to try to get that pass and dish it off.
And I'm sure he's seen a lot of it over the years as well. Again, both Coach Auger and Coach Kesmarski have been around the block as Rodney Gallagher works up top. Watched there by Bakari Wallace. And Rodney will take the three from up top. It's on the way and good as Rodney swishes it in. He has 5 opening quarter points. And the Mustangs a 7-2 lead over Uniontown here at the 4:38 mark of the first.
Yeah, nice shot there, Rod, just with the pull-up. And he's steady, especially from the top of the key like that.
Now it's his 27th made three of the season. Braxton leaning in and a little kiss off the glass there for Jameer Braxton. With the follow, Red Raiders back to within 3, down 7-4 here at the 4:22 mark of the first.
Well, and you got to think they're going to get the ball to Braxton a lot because they're going to try to get Keandre in foul trouble.
Keandre from the far elbow jumper, good Keandre. His first two of the game. Mustangs on top, 9-4 here at the 4:10 mark of the first.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of feed him underneath right now. He's playing up top. But feed him underneath and see if you can pick up the foul.
Calvin Winfrey for three, a little short there on the far side. Contact, ball knocked out of bounds off of Calvin and out. The Laurel Highlands basketball, but no foul called there on that sequence.
And again, pressure going to be applied. Rod going to take it out.
On the far corner in his own zone. High feed into Krisner, bounces it back to Rod. Red Raiders now back off the 2-2-1 with Rodney having the basketball.
I think it's going to be one of those things. Once they get it across half court, they're just going to have to drop back. And right now, the Mustangs having no trouble with this press.
Ronnie will switch up with Mason Bolish, reset to Blaze Krisner. Again, got the start tonight in place of Antoine Black. Off to Keandre to Shields on the far wing. And again, Kavanaugh setting the screen. Was pushed off there by Braxton. Keandre must lost it, regains. A little fadeaway good. Keandre to Shields. Has 4 here in the opening quarter. Timeout Uniontown. 11-4 Laurel Highlands. 3:29 left here in the first. And we're back at 60 here on the CR Barada Group High School Sports Night.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Uniontown with the basketball as we come back. But it's Laurel Highlands leading 11-4. 3 from up top. Braxton no good. Rodney the rebound there for Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that that's a shot Coach K wants Braxton to take.
Braxton has had success outside that three-point arc so far this season with 12 made threes. That ball was tapped into the backcourt there from Wallace. Mustangs stay with it. Kicked in the corner. Bolish for 3, and he sends it in. 3-ball corner pocket. Mason Bolish. His first points of the night come from outside the arc. And Laurel Highlands a 10-point lead over Uniontown early. Up 14-4 here, the 2:44 mark on the first. Coming back, the basket in 1 for Calvin Winfrey.
And they're going to call that foul on Blaze Krisner. A nice job there by Calvin Winfrey. Body control, able to get that ball up and knock it down and cut into that 10-point lead.
Calvin, the first player other than Jameer Braxton to score tonight for Uniontown. Winfrey for the season, 59% from the free throw line, 17 of 29, makes the free throw here to pull the Red Raiders back to within 7 at 14-7 here at the 2:40 mark of the first.
Yeah, and Coach Kosmarski going to go to his bench. You got Levi Gardner and Tavian Richardson going to check in. And as we said, he'll dig deep into that bench here tonight, try to wear these Mustangs out.
Rodney works it across, out to Keandre, inside to Kavanaugh, coming free. They collapse around him, and Kavanaugh coughs up the basketball. Notorious Grooms out of the pack with it. Notorious brings it across, switches back here with Braxton. He'll take another 3 from up top. 3-ball and air ball wasn't touched. Not going to matter. Goes out of bounds over to Laurel Highlands. Winfrey last to touch it going out. That's about the 4th 3 that Braxton has launched from the outside here early in the opening 6 minutes.
I was just going to say, and really, at this point in time, take it against Keandre. He's got 1 foul. He fouled early on. Take it to him and try to pick up the foul, but he's trying to shoot it from 19 feet out and hasn't had good success.
Yeah, a bit surprising early on, and now Rodney bringing it back across here for the Mustangs. Tavian Richardson defending. Rodney off the Blaze. Krisner will fire the 3. It's an air ball. Loose on the far side. Bolish going for the save. Scoops it back high in the air, but Richardson on the control there for the Red Raiders with numbers. They'll pull it out though on the far wing. Grooms looking for the 3. Came up short. Ball loose underneath, and Blaze able to scoop it up. Sends it off to Rod on the far side. Brings down the high pass. Rodney resets. Comes inside. Back to Krisner. Now Rodney again here high on the right. Rodney covering a lot of ground. Touched off to Keandre. Jumper right of the lane. Too strong. Richardson another rebound there for Uniontown. He's covering a lot of the court as well.
He came out and he's really been a spark plug right now.
Winfrey for 3 from the near boundary, rattling out. Keandre another rebound. A lot of quick threes on this Uniontown side.
Yeah, not a whole lot of movement on offense. Really just coming down and settling for threes. And as we said, they're going to have to knock them down if they want to stay in this game.
And I think there'd be some room down low as well on this Laurel Highlands side defensively. Surprised, as you mentioned earlier, they're not trying to go after Keandre, with Keandre already having a foul on him. He has the basketball right now with Levi Gardner defending. Gardner a little poke. Keandre stays with it. Comes baseline near side.
He's going to get his second now.
Another charge. Wow.
Well, and again, they just stood in there, and that's going to be a big foul. You get a minute left to go in his first quarter, and he's going to have to be careful. We saw him get in foul trouble in that Lincoln Park game. Now they're going to put Layton in and take Keandre out, so he's definitely going to sit at least for this last minute of this first quarter.
Of course, that's the only game that the Mustangs have lost so far this season was against Lincoln Park when Keandre got in foul trouble. Winfrey coming back. Scoop shot, score it for Calvin Winfrey. He has 5. Red Raiders back to within 5 now at 14-9 here at the 47-second mark of the opening quarter.
Well, and Winfrey got that to go, even though Kavanaugh got a piece of it.
Bolish back to Rodney, edge of the zone, watched by Grooms with Kavanaugh setting the screen, and Rodney mugged up top there by Calvin.
Yeah, Calvin just going for the steal and got more of Rod's arm than he did of the ball. So he's going to pick up his first. It's going to be the team third.
Bolish to trigger it in. Into the backcourt to Blaze Krisner. Trying to touch it off to Rod Richardson. Again, good defense. A little deflection, but Rod on the regain. Rodney between defenders coming inside. Put it off the glass and in. And drew the foul in the process. Another situation of Rod might have a technical here.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. Let's see. I think they're going to try to let it go a little bit. Basket's going to be good.
Foul on Gardner.
Yep, foul on Gardner. So Rod might have got away with something. Coach K's looking for it, but one of those things just did not get the call. So Rod now with a chance. 3-point play.
Rodney 72% so far this season from the free throw line. Mustangs up 16-9, make it 17-9 as Rodney converts. He has 8 opening quarter points. 27 seconds left here in the opening frame. A 17-9 lead for Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. Here's Grooms between the circles. Touching it off to Calvin Winfrey. Near side to Tanner Uphold. And now Calvin again. Red Raiders might hold here for the last shot.
Well, the Mustangs in a zone defense, so right now they'd seen man-to-man for the first 7 minutes.
Grooms touching it off to Calvin. On 6 seconds left in the quarter. Grooms will hop step, pulls back to Calvin. Long 3 up top, off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Uphold fouled it. Did he get fouled going up? Yes, he did.
They're going to call that on Rod, and that's going to be his first.
She'll have 2 free throw attempts.
They're going to send the cheerleaders back. They're ready to cheer.
They're not watching the game.
No, you got to pay attention.
And have 2 free throws here for Tanner Uphold, who's 65% for the season. Uniontown as a team, though, Tony, much improved. 65%, 134 of 207 coming into this game. Are they going to have the shots here now?
They're going to put 0.3 seconds back up. Interesting. The foul's going to be on Gallagher.
His first.
Yeah.
But again, you have DeAndre with 2 already, and now Rodney with 1.
Yeah, they didn't post it. Yeah, they're posting it now, but yeah, that's going to be his first.
4th team foul. The other Mustang to pick up a foul was Blaze Krisner. Now Uphold looking for his first points of the game. Came in averaging 4.7 points and 2.3 rebounds a game and nails the free throw here.
Well, that's the key. Get all these free shots, you got to make them against a very good Mustang team.
Now Uphold for a second. It's up on the way and good for Tanner Uphold. So 0.3 left here in the opening quarter. Just handed into Rodney Gallagher, and that'll do it. So after 1 quarter of basketball, it's Laurel Highlands 17, Uniontown 11. We're back with the second and 60 seconds here on the CR Barada Group High School Sports Night on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Are your dentures cracked, loose, broken, or missing a tooth? Or maybe it's time for a new set of dentures. Call the office of Dr. Jonathan Christner and Dr. Jennifer Haar at 600 Cherry Tree Lane in Uniontown. Thanks to their in-office denture lab, they can make your new dentures faster than other offices and, in most cases, same-day denture repairs. They also offer teeth whitening, clear braces, and single-visit crowns. Call for your appointment, 724-438-0241, or visit their Facebook page.
UGMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access, 724-437-7500.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, Mustangs a 17-11 lead over Uniontown after 1. Rodney Gallagher pacing the way for the Mustangs with 8. Calvin Winfrey with 5 for Uniontown.
And again, the Mustangs in that 2-1-2 zone.
Uniontown with the basketball to start the second quarter. Far elbow, Grooms out to Calvin. Touch off to Braxton. Good ball movement. Bakari Wallace try to scoop it up. No good. McLee scores on the putback. Kadrian McLee, his first 2 of the game for Uniontown. Red Raiders back to within 4, down 17-13.
Yeah, and McLee just with a little size advantage on that backside, able to jump over. That's going to be a backcourt.
It's going to be over and back. Was not tipped there. Well, miscommunication there on the pass from Bittner back to Gallagher.
And as we said, McLee, with that 6'5" frame, able to jump over everybody, grab that offensive rebound for the putback.
You have Keandre DeShields on the Mustang bench right now, 2 personal fouls to start this second quarter. Here's Grooms off to Calvin, touched in the corner to Braxton, and now Grooms again up top. Uniontown the basketball down for a little juggle. Ball was deflected out of bounds. No, going to stay off of Braxton and out. The Mustang basketball.
Good hands by Shane Layton right there. He able to poke that ball, and it hit Braxton before it went out of bounds. So good defense there by Layton.
So Rodney sending it in to Nate Schwartzfeger also into the game on the Mustang side. Back to Rodney, picked up there by Kadrian McLee. Again, Kavanaugh coming out to set the screen. High feed off to Bittner here on the near side. There's Michael Bittner, edge of the zone, pressured. Touched off to Kavanaugh, back to Bittner, double teamed in a little bit of trouble.
Nice
Good
pass.
ball movement. Layton comes free and got swatted by Kadrian McLee. Here come the Red Raiders going the other way. Calvin off to Grooms. Grooms and Calvin play catch. Grooms has it again high on the right. A lot of these Mustangs coming off the bench, Tone, need to go strong in some of these situations as Grooms drives in. Off balance shot, no good, but Kadrian McLee there on the near block to send it in again. And the Red Raiders back to within 2 now, down 17-15. 6:35 left here in the second quarter.
And you're going to see Keandre come check back in here on the next dead ball for the Mustangs.
High feed again, far side. Schwartzfeger brings it down. Needs a little help. Gets it there from Bittner here between the circles. Timeout, Laurel Highlands. We'll take it as well. 6:23 left before halftime. 17-15 Mustangs are back in 60 here on the C.R. Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Are you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Look no more. With over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you need a truck, car, or SUV, you'll find it at Gary's Auto Sales. Browse the website at Gary'sAutoSales.com or call 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales, in business since 1974 with the motto, many miles, many smiles. On Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville, Gary's Auto Sales, a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands Mustangs basketball.
Hello, this is your Fayette County Commissioner, Vince Facides. There is nothing more exciting than high school sports. As a graduate of Laurel Highlands and a letterman myself, I know all the athletes work extra hard to be competitive, plus maintain their study skills. Again, this is Commissioner Vince Facides saluting all the young contestants for their efforts. Good luck and may the best team prevail. And the winner is...
Mustangs with the basketballs. We come back, and Michael Bittner missing on a 3. Uniontown the rebound. Keandre DeShields is back out there on the Laurel Highlands side. Wallace pulling it back out. Saved there by Winfrey. Off to his left to Grooms. Now Winfrey again. Far side, Bakari Wallace coming baseline. Tough shot underneath. Going to get it to go. McLee looking for the follow. Got fouled going back up.
Yeah, foul there on Shane Layton as he and McLee fought for that rebound. McLee coming on strong here in his second quarter. Already scored 4 points. Now with a chance to go to the line and pick up a couple more.
He's 56% for the season from the free throw line. First of 2 here, no good. Came in 19 of 34. You have Bullish and Krisner now checking in for Layton and Schwartzfeger. You also had Kavanaugh in there as well. So basically the original starting 5 back out for Laurel Highlands. Second of 2 free throws good for Kadrian McLee. His 5 second quarter points. Red Raiders back to within 1, down 17-16.
And the Red Raiders right now 4 for 5 from the line in this game.
Keandre touched off Kavanaugh. Near side Blaze Krisner. Trying to go back into Kavanaugh. A little miscommunication
Travel
there. Braxton had the rebound, but he slid on the floor and called for the travel. Mustangs without a point so far here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and McLee with all the points for the Uniontown Red Raiders. Coach Kizmarski asking for an explanation, but it was a good call. He definitely fell, and it was a travel.
Uniontown definitely has been the quicker team tonight. Now you'll have Krisner send it in here for Laurel Highlands near the Uniontown bench. He'll bounce it into the backcourt to Rodney Gallagher as a little conversation with Coach Hager. They'll bring it back across. Rodney off to Mason Bolish. Touch to Keandre. Trying to go low to Kavanaugh again. Almost lost it. Regains back to Keandre, who floats it off the glass. Couldn't get it to drop. And Grooms pulls down the rebound there for Uniontown. Off to Winfrey and across. Back to Notorious. Open 3 up top. Off the mark. Rebound tipped around. Who else? McLee. Another rebound. Puts it back up and in. Kadrian McLee. 7 points all here in the second quarter. And Uniontown has a lead now at 18-17.
Yeah, and he just came on strong, and he's just showing his athletic ability underneath there. He got the hops, and he's able to put back all these rebounds. doing a great job for the Red Raiders.
DeAndre down low. Kavanaugh got fouled there by Calvin. That'll be his second personal foul.
Now, that could be a big foul, too. I mean, if they could pick up a third on him, really changes the guard tandem for the Red Raiders.
Handles the ball a lot out there for Coach Kaczmarski's squad.
Well, and the other thing, too, is a good three-point shooter, so you take him out of the game, a little bit of difference. Kavanaugh,
first of 2 free throws, good. 3 points in this game for Patrick Kavanaugh. Came in 57% for the season from the foul line, 8 of 14. Laurel Highlands is the team 124 of 184, 67%. Kavanaugh now is second of 2, up on the way, and good for Patrick Kavanaugh as Laurel Highlands retakes the lead at 19-18. 4:56 left before halftime.
Yeah, so far, everything we expected, Brian. Just a great basketball game.
Here's Grooms back across, tried a little kick out, deflected there by Keandre. Was looking for Jeremiah Hager in the far corner. Yeah, Hager's played well this season as well.
Yes, he has. Yeah, and the thing of it is, he was wide open. Probably had a chance to either take the three or try to drive baseline, but good hands by Keandre there to knock the ball out of play.
Braxton descended in, high feed, an old collision. Ball comes loose and scoops up there by Kavanaugh. Ran into Notorious Grooms. They're going to say that ball went off of Kavanaugh and out. So the Uniontown basketball.
Yeah, actually thought they were going to call a travel, but it was on Kavanaugh as he dropped it out of bounds. And actually, Laurel Highlands fortunate. I thought Blaze Krisner got away with a foul.
I agree. Referees have let them play a lot, though, tonight as Grooms launches the three from the near wing. A little bit short there. Deflected around. Nice save from Hager. Back to Braxton. Comes back inside. High feed. McLeese somehow brought it down. Leans inside. Couldn't get that one to drop, and Krisner out of the pack with it there for Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, and I think Braxton should have taken that shot. He tried to dish it.
Rodney coming down the lane. Had it poked away. Here's Grooms coming back the other side. Needs a save. High feed deflected back, and Bolish there with it for Laurel Highlands. So the Mustangs a 1-point lead with the basketball again. Keandre up top, no look pass off to Rod. Fires the three from the near side, rattles out. And Grooms picks up the rebound there for Uniontown. Here's Notorious. Jumper from just inside the foul line. Good for Notorious Grooms. It sat on the rim before dropping in. First two of the game for Tory Grooms. Red Raiders back in the lead at 20-19.
And a nice offensive possession right there. Grooms able to get the shooter's roll. Pick up his first 2 points of the night.
Keandre back to Krisner. Deep three off the mark. Keandre came crashing in. Couldn't pick up the rebound. Ball loose again. And Kadrian McLee, another board there for Uniontown.
Yeah, he's playing a great game right now.
Off to Braxton. Jameer Braxton, the Albert Gallatin transfer. Drives, misses. McLee, another cleanup. Kadrian McLee, 9 second-quarter points. And Uniontown a 22-19 lead over Laurel Highlands with 3:22 left before halftime.
Yeah, and a smart move there by Braxton. Took it right at Keandre. He didn't want to pick up his third. Had the easy layup, just couldn't get it to go, but good putback by McLee.
Laurel Highlands has scored only 2 points here in the second quarter without a field goal. It's 2 made free throws from Patrick Kavanaugh. 3-ball in the corner. Boy, did the Mustangs need that, and they got it from Blaze Krisner. First points of the game come from outside the three-point arc, and we're tied at 22.
Yeah, the third made three by the Mustangs here tonight, and that was a big one.
Here's Grooms down low. McLee spinning between defenders. And another finish for Kadrian McLee. Having the game of his life tonight. Came in averaging 7 points and 7 rebounds a game. He has 11 already. Rodney back on the other side. Missing there on a three. Braxton the rebound. At Uniontown 24, Laurel Highlands 22. 2:35 left before halftime.
Yeah, and a little surprised that the Mustangs playing man-to-man right now. You'd have thought they'd have dropped back into a zone to try to protect Keandre from picking up his third foul.
Grooms, three from up top. He reins it in. Notorious Grooms. All Uniontown in the second quarter. Up 27-22, lead at 5. 2:15 left before halftime. A gut check time for the Mustangs. Keandre on the far side, fronted there by Braxton. Back to Krisner, high on the left. Now Ron again between the circles. Gallagher a hold off to Krisner. Fires the three on the way. This one off the side of the rim, no good. Got his own rebound. Resets to Gallagher again. Crashes on the inside, a lot of contact. That's to call something there. No, they didn't call anything. Thought I heard a whistle. They're going to play on. Keandre down low to Kavanaugh, and Kavanaugh is fouled underneath. Wow. How is that not a foul in the first sequence?
Ooh, I'm not so sure, but even in that situation, I think Keandre should have taken that shot. He tried to dump that pass down to Kavanaugh, but that was a tough pass and catch for Kavanaugh to make. Keandre should have just finger rolled it, tried to hit that little floater there in the lane.
And I thought I heard a whistle on that first sequence, but nothing was called. Second personal on Bakari Wallace. 16th foul on Uniontown. So now you have Winfrey with 2, Wallace with 2 on the Uniontown side, Keandre with 2 on the Laurel Highlands side. Gallagher to work it in, 1:46 left before halftime. Into Keandre. Fakes the three, now takes the long two and got fouled in the process by Tavian Richardson. So Keandre will head to the foul line to shoot two with the Mustangs down 5 with 1:41 left before halftime.
Yeah, and the Mustangs will be in the 1-1 for the rest of this first half.
We were talking to our buddy Billy Dice earlier today, and he said Cadrian was going to be the key. And boys, he'd been big here in the second quarter with 11. And now Keandre, first of 2 free throws, good. 5 tonight for Keandre to Shields.
That means Billy's not as sick as we thought he was.
No. Yeah, no, Billy Dice gets better. De'Aaron Jenkins not here tonight. Will Amon not here tonight, all under the weather. Keandre's second free throw, good. Now Keandre with 6. Mustangs back to within 3. One possession game at 27-24. 1:35 left before halftime. Notorious Grooms back across. Braxton setting the screen. Torrey up top. Torrey driving far wing and in, put it off the glass, and they're going to say the basket and 1 there for Torrey Grooms. Who's the foul going to go on?
Bolish.
Just his first.
Yeah, foul's going to be on Bolish, bodying up Grooms as he took it strong to the basket. So now Notorious, only he and McLee with all the scoring here in the second quarter for the Red Raiders.
Torrey with 7, Cadrian with 11. And Notorious, who's 75% this season from the foul line, misses one here. Kavanaugh the rebound for the Mustangs. Pulls it back to Keandre, so the Mustangs down 5 with the basketball. 1:19 left before halftime. Bolish got pushed there from Bakari. Saved by Keandre, spins back inside, scoops it up, but not get that shot to drop, and Braxton, the rebound there for the Red Raiders. Jameer Braxton back across. Braxton up top. Braxton driving inside and got blocked there by Kavanaugh. No foul called. We play on. Rodney going the other way. Rodney driving. Scoop shot, no good. Kavanaugh offensive rebound. Resets to Keandre. Fights back inside and floats it up and in. Keandre to Shields. 4 in the second, 8 for the game. Mustangs back to within 3. Down 29-26 with 46 seconds left before halftime. Grooms will switch back here with Braxton, fronted by Keandre. Back to Grooms again, now watched by Rodney with 37 seconds left here in the first half. Let's see how far down the Red Raiders take it on this possession. Uphold setting the screen. Grooms off to Tanner, got blocked there by Keandre. What a swat there from Keandre to Shields. Aggressive play with 2 personal fouls. Now Keandre runs the floor trying to go coast to coast. Couldn't finish. Again, a lot of contact. Red Raiders out of the pack with it. Grooms back through center. Off to Bakari Wallace. Leans in.
Wow.
Blocked by Rodney. Ruled off of Bakari's knee, and out will be Laurel Highlands basketball.
Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. I thought for sure that Gallagher might have got called for a foul there.
I did too. What a sequence there. Rodney again up top, 3 on the way, halfway down, spun out. Bowlers came crashing in. It'll be Uniontown basketball with 3.9 left.
Yeah, still enough time to get a shot up here.
Layton will check in, protecting Keandre.
Yeah, smart move there by Coach Auger. You surely don't want to see him pick up his 3rd foul, especially with only 3.9 seconds to go here in this quarter.
He'll roll it in here to Grooms. He'll pick it up just shy of midcourt, and Grooms from the near side forces up a 3. It's no good. Wallace had the rebound. Shot won't count at the buzzer. So we've reached halftime. Laurel Highlands got things started with a 17-11 lead after 1, but all Uniontown in the second quarter to lead by 3 at halftime, 29-26. We're back to recap the first half numbers for you in a moment. Our halftime show brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm comes your way next here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Sam Davis was from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Garrett Breakiron has been a business owner and doctor in the Uniontown community for 38 years. He's actively involved in the community, served as team chiropractor for the Laurel Highlands School District, and was inducted into the Laurel Highlands Life Achievement Hall of Fame. Dr. Breakiron is also chairman of the Fayette County Reagan Republicans and wants to continue to make a difference in the community. And he'll be running for South Union Township Supervisor in the May 2023 primary. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs from Dr. Garrett Breakiron. Bruce Beard, located at 187A Connellsville Street, and available by phone at 724-417-4958, is here to meet your accounting, tax service, and real estate management needs. Call Bruce Beard at 724-417-4958. 724-417-4958. Good luck and best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders from Bruce Beard.
The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Orthopedic and Spine Institute is open, and their experienced providers are ready to care for you. Orthopedic and spine care spans a wide range of problems, from arthritis to joint trauma caused by injury or overuse. Hips, shoulders, knees, and backs are the most common areas where patients experience pain or impaired function. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, they can treat orthopedic and spine problems with state-of-the-art care. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons and specialists are well experienced in the latest treatments for damaged and diseased joints. They offer everything from physical therapies to joint repairs and joint replacements. Whenever possible, the newest, minimally invasive techniques are used to ensure quicker recovery, less pain, and less damage to surrounding tissues. To learn more about the newly opened Orthopedic and Spine Institute at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, or to schedule an appointment, call 724-912-7533 or visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, the new us, here for you. Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Going on now at Field of Chevy East.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $99 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF Financial for well-qualified individuals. 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with 6,500 cash trade equity with GM Lease Loyalty or Lease Conquest, plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends January 31st, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-668-2231.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanoa, Snags, Donnie Santor behind the camera, Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios, 29-26. Uniontown in the lead over Laurel Highlands here at halftime. We got our halftime show brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm. Tony, is your halftime stats. They're brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County.
All right, let's take a look at the Uniontown Red Raiders stats in that first half. They were led by Kadrian McLee, who had 11 points. All of those came in the second quarter. Notorious Grooms also had 7 points, and they all came in the second quarter as well. So all 18 points scored by Kadrian McLee and Notorious Grooms. 5 points by Calvin Winfrey. All of those came in the first quarter. 4 points by Jameer Braxton. 2 points by Tanner Uphold for their total of 29. They had 11 in the first quarter, 18 points in that second quarter for their total of 29. They were 4 for 6 from the foul line in that first half, and they had one made three, that by Notorious Grooms in that second quarter. For the Mustangs, they were led by both Keandre DeShields and Rodney Gallagher, who both had 8 points in that first quarter. Gallagher's 8 all coming in the first quarter, did not score in the second quarter at all. 4 points by Patrick Cavanaugh, a made 3 by Blaze Krisner, and a made 3 by Mason Bolish. They scored 17 in the first and only 9 points in the second quarter for their total of 26. They were 5 for 5 from the foul line in that first half. And they had 3 made threes, one by Gallagher, one by Bolish, and one by Blaze Krisner.
And on our Peachins Pharmacy scoreboard, Tony, one scored a pass along to you at halftime. Bell Vernon, a 41-28 lead over Elizabeth Forward. Again, here at Uniontown, 29, Laurel Highlands, 26. Second half comes your way next here on WMBS, the Triple High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Keep your legal needs close to home. Attorney Vincent T. Berry specializes in criminal justice, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. Attorney T. Berry is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to Attorney Vince T. Berry. It will be the only call you need to make. Call 724-430-0300. That's 724-430-0300.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Chris Parker Jr., what's new for 2023 at Idleland Hyundai?
Hyundai is starting out 2023 with a great incentive. Both the new 2023 Hyundai Sonata or Santa Fe Limited have available $1,250 HMF bonus cash.
Any other special offers?
Hyundai is thinking of every mile when it comes to their customers. So when it comes to great gas mileage, come in and check out the new 2023 Hyundai Elantra SE. It can be yours for a lease payment of only $219 per month for 36 months. Just see us for finance details.
Is Hyundai still offering 3-year free complimentary maintenance in 2023?
Like I said, Hyundai is thinking of every mile. That's why they continue to offer 3-year, 36,000-mile complimentary maintenance on every new Hyundai. Plus, Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper coverage.
Idleland Hyundai, downtown Uniontown. See them online at IdlelandHyundai.com or call 724-437-9999.
Remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Let's face it, sometimes local is just better. Locally grown, locally sourced, shop local, eat local. What about local expertise? At Allstate, Russ Blejo is just that, a local. So contact Uniontown area Allstate agent Russ Blejo so Russ can help you with protection that's right for you and the things you love most. Allstate, are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henney extends his best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all our local teams for a great season. District Judge Nathan Henney recognizes a successful season requires teamwork. It's the result of the hard work of the players and the coaches, and the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders. From District Judge Nathan Henney.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, ready to start the third quarter. The Uniontown Red Raiders, a 29-26 lead over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. And Tony, we were talking in halftime with our buddy Mookie John about what an event this is. The Uniontown Laurel Highlands game.
Oh, everybody looks forward to this, and as you can tell by this fantastic crowd, and everybody's into it, and they're seeing another classic in this crosstown rivalry, no doubt about it. I mean, 117 times, and this 118th one's just as good.
Certainly more than a game this evening. Mustangs down 3. They'll start the third quarter with the basketball working right to left as we describe it, as Blaze Krisner sends it in to Rodney Gallagher. Off to his left to Mason Bolish. Has been a little quiet tonight, just that one made 3 in the opening frame. Back to Blaze, and now Mason Bolish again. Mustangs trying to get something going here on the offensive side. They led 17-11 after 1, but Uniontown, a big second quarter, doubled up the Mustangs at 18-9 to lead here by 3. Krisner again on the near wing. Back to Rodney between the circles. Mustangs feeling out the Red Raiders a little bit on this opening possession of the third quarter. Here's Keandre, double teamed in the lane, fights inside, put it up and off the glass with a left hand. Got it back and got the basket to go and won. What a follow there from Keandre. Kept fighting. He's now in double figures with 10 and an opportunity to tie this game here at the free throw line.
Yeah, and he picked up the foul on Braxton. That's going to be his second. And good job by Keandre to stay with the shot. Almost got the first one to go, but followed it nicely and able to put it back and pick up the foul.
It's to tie the game, no good. Braxton the rebound. Keandre 2 for 3 now from the foul line with 68% coming in so far this season.
That's the first miss by the Mustangs from the foul line here tonight, now 5 for 6.
Grooms back on the other side after Bakari Walls. A little mini weave up top now to Calvin Winfrey. Fighting inside, got blocked there by Krisner. Deflected out of bounds. Will stay with Uniontown here in the Laurel Highlands zone.
Yeah, good defense there by Krisner. Held his ground and able to block that shot by Winfrey. Took it up strong, but good job there by Blaze.
Grooms into Braxton near side. Now Calvin Winfrey switches back with Notorious. Watched by Rod. Now Bakari Wallace. Red Raiders senior coming inside. Try to scoop it up. Shot attempt no good. Kavanaugh the rebound. Out of the pack to Bolish and across. Mason Bolish. Far side Gallagher. 2 on the way. It was a long 2, no good. Winfrey the rebound. Almost threw it away, but saved there by Braxton. And Jameer Braxton back across here for Uniontown. Braxton pull up 3 up top. Was it deflected going out? It was. It'll remain Uniontown basketball here in the Laurel Highlands zone.
They're going to say Keandre got a piece of it. And again, Braxton coming up and pulling up from 19 feet away. Not so sure I understand that one.
I think he'll get one of these to go eventually. He did come into the game, though, as we said. 12 made 3s on the season. Calvin near wing. 3 just a little bit too strong. Deflected off to Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher 1-on-2. Spins inside. Put it off the glass and in. Vintage Rodney Gallagher. He has 10. And Laurel Highlands now in the lead at 30-29. A little 4-0 mini run to start this third quarter.
Yeah, and Rod's first basket, first point since the first quarter.
Braxton again for Uniontown, trying to fight here on Keandre. Braxton, tough little leaner, no good. Keandre, a little juggle, able to corral in the rebound. Keandre back across. Keandre left to the lane. Keandre staying with it.
Nice
Hands
pass.
off. Bolish comes free backside. Lays it up and in. Mason Bolish now with 5. Mustangs a little surge here. 6-0 run now to start the third quarter. They lead Uniontown 32-29. 5:50 left here in the third.
Yeah, and a good look by Keandre. As you said, the defense just slumped down and 3 guys were on him. Left Bolish wide open for an easy layup underneath.
Grooms near side. Watched by Rodney. Now Grooms driving off the glass. Got it to drop. Notorious Grooms. First 2 points for Uniontown here in the third. Grooms 9 for the game. 32-31 Mustangs. 5:30 left here in the third. Keandre 3 from the parking lot. Halfway down. Little poke out though from Kavanaugh. Kept alive to Krisner. Now Gallagher again. Edge of the zone here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Kavanaugh's been able to poke a couple balls out so far in this third quarter.
Sent into the corner to Keandre. Little ball fake. Now he'll fire the 3 off the side of the rim. No good. Rebound again. Tipped around. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be Uniontown basketball. Little pinball in there.
Little pinball. And like I said, Kavanaugh able to get a hand on it a couple times. Able to keep possession with the Mustangs on those tips. So good job by him early here in this third quarter.
So Uniontown, another opportunity to retake the lead. They're down 1 with the basketball. 5:05 left here in the third. 32-31 Mustangs over the Red Raiders. Grooms back across on the far side. McLee is going to set the screen. Backed off. They switch back to Braxton. Watched there by Keandre again with 2 personals. Braxton driving and got stripped by Keandre. Keandre trying to regain his feet. A little help from Kavanaugh. A little collision in the backcourt. Kept alive by Krisner. Back up to Keandre. Keandre in the lane. Pull-up jumper foul line. Off the mark. Rare miss there from Keandre to Shields. Usually money from that spot.
Yeah, and they actually had numbers. They had a 5-on-3 break. Just didn't take advantage of it.
Calvin spinning back, got blocked in the lane. We play on. Mustangs feed it off to Gallagher and scooped it over the shoulder. Couldn't get it to drop. A little collision. Both Bakari and Rodney went crashing into the little storage shed there. We play on as Kavanaugh has it. He gets fouled. Wow.
I think that's going to be on Winfrey. And it is. That's going to be his third. So that's a big foul. 4:19 to go here in this third quarter, and Winfrey picks up his third.
I only posted his seconds, but we had him for 3.
I did have him for 3, right?
We'll double check that. Off the inbounds pass. Kavanaugh, the bank in. Patrick Kavanaugh, 2 points in every quarter so far. Mustangs go back up 3 at 34-31.
And that's a big shot because we said before, Kavanaugh, a confidence player. He knocks down a couple shots and he starts feeling it.
Braxton up top, directs traffic. Switch back here with Calvin Winfrey. McLeese setting the screen. Now Grooms again. Back to Braxton. Braxton, long 2 up top. Off the mark, high rebound. Who else finds it? Kadrian McLeese. And what do we have here? Foul away from the ball. They're going to get Bakari Wallace on the foul. That'll be his 3rd.
Yeah, Wallace doesn't agree with it, but really good position by Bolish on the block out. And Bakari Wallace just kind of pulled him down from the backside, so he's going to pick up his 3rd. So now all of a sudden you have Winfrey and Wallace with 3. And on the Mustangs end, only DeShields with 2 fouls.
We mentioned, though, coming in, Uniontown certainly more depth than Laurel Highlands.
Yeah. And as
still, you don't want a senior like Bakari Wallace, though, to have to sit here for a while.
Oh, not the way he hustles on the floor, no doubt about it. But you're right, they're pretty loaded.
Here's Bolish coming far. Baseline floater, no good. Braxton, the rebound there for Uniontown. 3:37 left here in the 3rd. Red Raiders, the basketball down 3. Tanner Uphold now into the game. Trying to come inside. He got fouled there. Reach in from Blaze Krisner.
Yeah, Krisner trying to go for the steal there and just got caught on the backside. So he's going to pick up his 2nd foul. So he's going to join Keandre with 2.
If you're just joining us, a huge second quarter for Uniontown's Kadrian McLeese. Scored 11 points in that second frame. Really took over the game. He has it here again. Coming far wing it in. What a dunk from Kadrian McLeese. Might have been the best dunk we've seen all season.
It was pretty good, no doubt about it. And the sea just parted and gave him the lane, and he was able to throw that down.
That is the dunk of the year from Kadrian McLeese.
This Uniontown crowd now getting into it.
Keandre coming back, a little hop step, and he'll get the basket and 1 out in front.
And he's going to flex for him.
We're gonna have
and maybe pick up a technical. Don't do that crazy stuff. It's going to be on. Did they call it on Uphold or did they call it on Braxton? It's going to be on Uphold, I think. And it is.
First.
Yeah. Couldn't tell us. Mike Gaffney hold up 34 or 23. Hey, while we have a quick timeout, want to give a shout out to my in-laws, Joe and Bernie Pesco, who are listening down in Newboro, PA.
Had people checking in from everywhere tonight: California, Alabama, Florida, South Carolina.
Plymouth meeting.
Yes. And Keandre's free throw good. So Keandre didn't bring the action like McLeese did with a dunk, but he still got a 3-point play. Give Laurel Highlands a 4-point lead again at 37-33 as we go under 3 minutes left here in the 3rd.
Well, I'll tell you what, the way he drove to the basket, he was looking every bit of putting it down like Kadrian did.
Now Braxton driving back, got the 2 to go. Jameer Braxton now has 6 for the game. And the Red Raiders back to within 2, down 37-35, 2:40 left here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Rodney bringing it back across.
Yeah, kind of like a matchup zone here by Uniontown.
Yeah, Bolish with a little space down low. Uphold picks him up defensively. As Rodney holds here high on the right, goes cross court near side over to Krisner on the switch. 2:22 left in the 3rd. Little double team coming here on Blaze. Needs a little help. Sends it off to Bolish. Swings it to Rodney, who will fire the 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Keandre looking for the rebound. It was Calvin Winfrey with the control off to Grooms. Little give and go. Back to Calvin driving in for the finish. Calvin Winfrey now with 7. We're knotted up at 37 with 2:01 left here in the 3rd quarter.
He had a nice job there by Grooms to see the cutting Winfrey going right down the lane for the easy layup.
In the corner, Bolish for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Little momentum surge back in Uniontown's direction. Winfrey forward to Grooms. Grooms up top. Watch there by Rodney. Near side, Calvin thought about the 3. Stays with it. Back to Notorious again. 1:39 now left in the 3rd. Winfrey again coming inside. Got a little off balance there. Just threw it right to Kavanaugh, who will send it forward to Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher down the near boundary, comes inside. Little slip, tries to stay with it. Went down, no foul called. We play on. And Braxton going the other way. Off to Grooms to his left and cutting up. Got rejected by Kavanaugh. Ball comes loose and somehow McLeese found it. Scrum for it on the court. Bolish had it. And I think they're going to call a foul here on McLeese. They will. Wow.
They're going to call a foul on McLeese, but to be honest with you, he was out of bounds on the end line. And it should have been Laurel Highlands' ball down here without the foul on Kadrian. But needless to say, he's going to pick up his 2nd. And that's going to send Levi Garner back into the game. So McLeese actually giving high fives to people in the stands after that dunk. able to rouse that Uniontown crowd. And we're seeing a good one here, Brian.
Game tied at 37, 1:05 left in the third. Krisner near wing, little ball fake. Fronted there by Calvin. Sends it off to his left to Keandre. Keandre trying to come alive. Fires the three. In and out. Not getting a lot of those shots to drop tonight. Rebound, though, poke back out to Krisner on the regain. Off to Keandre again, trying to reload. Hard pass down to Bolish. Resets Kavanaugh near side. Couldn't finish, but Keandre does with the send-in out in front. Keandre to Shields. Mustang faithful now on their feet. 39-37 Mustangs. That probably has our buddy Big George up again tonight as well, Tony.
How fun is this?
What an atmosphere for high school basketball. Up pole, looking for the answer back. Three out the front of the rim, no good. Backside rebound, Gardner keeps it alive. Resets edge of the zone now to Notorious Grooms. High on the left with 20 seconds left here in the third. Grooms between defenders. Pulls it back now, Tavian Richardson. Pass goes out of bounds over to Laurel Highlands. Mustangs might get the last shot of the quarter.
Well, I would definitely hold for the last shot here. 13.6 to go. And I'm sure Coach Auger's going to hold for the last. And as you said, we saw McLee throw one down, and you knew DeShields was waiting, just waiting to get one of those.
Gallagher coming back, got swatted. Ball loose, another scrum for it. We'll get a jump ball here with 5 seconds left in the quarter. That possession arrow will go to Uniontown.
Well, you know what? That's not a bad thing right there because Laurel Highlands get it to start the fourth quarter now.
Red Raiders have to go the length of the floor.
Yeah.
Uphold. Into Calvin. Let's see if they can capitalize. Winfrey across. Winfrey up top. Leaned into that.
Oh!
Banked it in. Wow. I don't think he called that one, but it still went down. And that gives Uniontown the lead after three at 40-39. Boy, this has been fun. We're back with a 4th and 60 here on the C. Operato Group High School Sports Night.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
Going on now at Harper Chevrolet.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $99 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months and 10,000 miles yearly with 6,500 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or Conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends January 31st, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Back here for the fourth quarter. Can the fourth quarter, Tony, be better than the first three?
Tell you what, if it is, then we're going to see a fantastic ending to this game.
Had a couple of throwdowns, and then the leaned-in three sent in by Calvin Winfrey to end the quarter.
Well, and I tell you what, you're right, he did not call it, and pretty good defense there by the Mustangs. But Winfrey, I don't even know how he got the shot up, but able to get it to go.
Great student support as well. Mustang students off on the far side. Our buddy Grant Barczyk leading the cheers on the Uniontown side. Mustangs with the basketball to start the fourth quarter up top. Krisner had an open look. Now he's going to take it. Looking for the lead, back off the mark. And the rebound ripped away by Bakari Wallace. I think we'll get a foul called here on the Mustangs, Mason Bolish.
Yeah, Bolish and Bakari Wallace fighting for that rebound underneath. And Bolish going to pick up his second foul. Got to give a shout out to my buddy Denny Hanna, who's listening out in Goshen, Indiana.
Wow. Watching from everywhere tonight. Even had somebody checking from Thailand.
Thailand?
Yes.
Wow. That's interesting.
Here's Braxton up top. Braxton leaning, putting it off the glass. Couldn't get it to drop. Keandre the rebound there for the Mustangs. Keandre back across. Keandre between defenders leaning, putting it off the glass. He couldn't get it to drop. Goes out of bounds over to Uniontown. Mustang fans wanted it off of Uniontown and out.
No, I think it was a pretty good call. I thought Keandre knocked it out. Unfortunate that he couldn't make that layup. Drove to the basket nicely, just a little too strong off the glass and unable to get it to go.
Uniontown a 1-point lead with the basketballs. Notorious Grooms will bring it across here for the Red Raiders. Pulls back to Calvin, and now Torrey Grooms again directs traffic fronted there by Krisner. We go under 7 minutes left here in the fourth. Grooms coming inside, floats it up, shot attempt no good. McLee, another offensive rebound, scored on another putback. Boy, McLee and Winfrey have been huge on the Uniontown side. That's 15 for Cadrian. And the Red Raiders go up 3 at 42-39.
Yeah, they've really done all the damage in the second and third quarters for the Red Raiders.
Gallagher up top for 3 in the tie. Spins out. Braxton the rebound there for Uniontown. Those are those shots that Rod usually gets to drop most of the time, but not on that one. And then Braxton finally a make from the outside. Knew it was coming eventually. Hits there. Timeout on the court. 6:21 left. Uniontown, their largest lead of the night. Up 6 at 45-39. We're back at 60 here on the C.R. Brada Group High School Sports Night.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. I have experience in workplace accident cases for nearly 15 years. Have you been hurt at work and are trying to navigate a workers' compensation claim? Are you being treated unfairly by your employer? When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work, but you may not be physically ready to do that. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call us at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
45-39 Uniontown. Big three-pointer right before the timeout there from Jameer Braxton on the Uniontown side. Now the Mustangs must answer back. Down 6 with 6:15 to play.
Yeah, kind of interesting. Like a 1-3-1 against the Mustangs here. And I think Krisner might have got away with a walk.
He might throw it away anyways, and he will.
Exactly.
All the momentum right now on Uniontown's side. They lead by 6 with 6:08 to play.
Yeah. Hey, quick shout out to my neighbors, Sean Martin, his son Caden, his girlfriend Blake, Kinley and Cannon and Ryan watching tonight. So thanks, guys.
Appreciate everyone tuning in. Here's Calvin Winfrey up top trying to work here on Krisner. Calvin off balance shot. Couldn't get it to drop. It got fouled in the process. Likely going there on Blaze.
Well, Blaze picked up his third, but I'll tell you what, he's done a really good job defensively, but Winfrey just able to get a couple shots to go, especially that three-pointer from the top of the key at the end of the third quarter. And you got to give Krisner credit. He's played well, but Winfrey been able to knock him down.
And the Mustangs without Antoine Black tonight as well, as Calvin knocks down the first of 2 free throws to give him 11 for the game.
And right now, Mustangs in a little bit of trouble, down 7. 5:51 to go.
46-39. Uniontown second at 2 free throws, no good. The Mustangs get a gotta-have-it rebound from Keandre DeShields. Forward to Gallagher, driving far baseline. Gets it to drop. Rodney Gallagher with 12 tonight. Mustangs still down 5 at 46-41.
Yeah. And we got to give another shout-out. Our buddy in Savannah, Georgia, Soup.
Yes.
Checking in.
He'll be back on Friday. Here's Braxton coming near side. Get a little bump called here on the Mustangs. Might be the third on Keandre.
Ooh. Yeah, well, at this point, I mean, 5:29 to go. I mean, obviously, if it would go overtime, a little bit different, but 3 fouls on Keandre. He's done a nice job not picking up that third foul.
Braxton hard feet into Bakari Wallace. Another foul called here. Might go
Bolish.
On Bolish, yep.
So Bolish picks up his third. Krisner, Bolish, Keandre DeShields with 3 on the Uniontown side. Only Winfrey with 3 fouls.
It's set into Grooms. Back edge of the zone here to Calvin Winfrey holding. Fronted there by Blaze Krisner. 5:24 left here in the fourth. Uniontown the basketball and a 5-point lead over Laurel Highlands. Here's Braxton pulling Keandre out a little bit. Braxton just dribbling up top. Now Braxton trying to spin inside.
Nice
He
move.
got stripped there by Keandre. Ball loose. Keandre on the regain. Off to Bolish. Now Keandre again and back across. Keandre off to Rodney Gallagher on the far side. Watched there by Kadrian McAlee. Comes baseline. Pulls it back out, and a blocking foul called there. If it goes on Bakari Wallace, that's his 4th.
Yeah, so Wallace just trying to cut that baseline off and did not slide. Just kind of hip-checked Rod Gallagher as he went down the baseline, so he's going to pick up his 4th.
Mustangs send it in to Krisner. High feed. Bolish save in front of the Mustang cheerleaders. Bolish on the far wing. Needs a little help. Gets it there from Keandre. Keandre, right of the lane, comes inside and will put it up and in with a left hand. The finish and draws the foul in the process. So Keandre to Shields. Now with 17 in this game. And the Mustangs make it a one-possession game. Again, they're down 3 at 46-43.
Yeah, and Braxton's going to pick up his third foul. And Keandre going to the line, 3 for 4 on the night.
Free throw here, too strong off the back iron. And you have McLee going for it out of bounds. It'll be ruled off of McLee and out.
Yeah, he just didn't realize where he was. He stepped on the end line. Bolish, I thought it would have been off of him, knocked out of bounds, but McLee tried to save it.
High feed into Bolish, to his right to Krisner. Krisner needs a little help again, gets it there from Kavanaugh. Back to Rodney. 4:36 to play. Krisner another touch. Pulls it out to Keandre again here high on the right. Uniontown 46, Laurel Highlands 43. Keandre working off to his left. Keandre driving, floats it up off the front of the rim, no good. Was looking for the rebound, but was found there by Notorious Grooms of Uniontown.
And Keandre with a great chance to get that ball back, but just couldn't corral it. Krisner got to be careful.
Winfrey was acting there a little bit like he was hit up high. Now he'll drive on the inside and finish. Calvin Winfrey with 13 in this game. Lead back up to 5 for Uniontown at 48-43. Rod back on the other side between 3 defenders. Got fouled there on the drive, and he'll have 2 free throws upcoming.
That's going to be on McLee. That's going to be his third. It's going to send Rod to the line. Gallagher so far with 12 here tonight. Kind of looking for him to take this game over right now, Brian, with 3:56 to go.
Lead at 5 at 48-43. Rodney first of 2 free throws good. Rodney 13 in this game. Now has 1,670 career points. Mustang record held by Nick Bosnick, 1,936. Second of 2, good again for Rodney, so 14 tonight for Rodney Gallagher. Mustangs back to within 3 again at 48-45. 3:52 left here in the fourth quarter. Calvin Winfrey back across, picked up there by Blaze Krisner. Red Raiders don't mind running a little clock.
No, take your time, get a good shot, maybe get a back door, catch somebody sleeping.
Grooms plays catch there with Calvin. Calvin on the inside.
Whoa.
Foul on the floor here.
Whoa.
Wow. I don't know about that call.
Whoa. That was interesting. I thought he walked before he was fouled. So now Bolish with his
Bolish,
fourth.
In goes to Grooms and back out again to Calvin Winfrey here, edge of the zone. Krisner all over him. Calvin keeps it alive, fights inside. Is that a held ball?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Nice job by Blaze Krisner. Krisner fortunate not to pick up his fourth foul there, but good ball. Good ball hawking to try to get that ball away from Winfrey.
Now, but Uniontown's ball here off the arrow.
Coach Gizmarski looking for a call there. Thought he might have been held by Krisner.
3:23 to play. Uniontown stays with it, up 3 at 48-45. Grooms again here high on the right, watched by Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher's last loss to Uniontown came during his freshman year. Final game of the regular season of the 1920 campaign. Here's Braxton pulling it high feed. Wallace, nice save. Touched off to McLean, pulled back out again as we go under 3 minutes. Into the corner, Wallace, trapped trying to get out of it and got fouled. That might be it for Bolish.
That's going to do it for Bolish. Yeah, and he's going to foul out with 2:57 to go here in the fourth.
Coach Hager's bench already shorts. Gets a little shorter. It'll be Ethan Koffler to check in. Big spot here for Ethan, who's hit some nice threes for Laurel Highlands this season.
I'll tell you what.
Big one up in that West Philadelphia game.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, Brian. We watched that JV game. He scored 15 straight points for the Mustangs.
Wallace, front end of the 1-and-1, good. 17 fouls for Laurel Highlands here in the second half. Now Wallace for a second. That was his first point of the game. Makes both free throws here for Uniontown. Put the Red Raiders back up 5. Surprised Wallace had not scored, Tony, until that point.
I know, and normally for him, I mean, we see him get a lot of putback buckets, but tonight just kind of quiet.
Well, fade away shot from Keandre off the mark. Braxton the rebound, and a jump ball called here. Good job, Ethan Koffler and Patrick Kavanaugh in front of Jameer Braxton. Mustangs get possession back, down 5 with 2:44 to play.
Yeah, and Braxton was looking for a foul as well, but good job by Koffler defensively.
Gets fed in there to Krisner. Fronted there by Grooms. Hands off now to Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher driving into the lane. A lot of contact, and he got fouled.
That's going to be on McLee. That's his fourth. Oh, no, they're going to call that on Braxton.
Wow. Though, too.
Well, wait a minute. Let's see what they're doing here.
They posted McLee.
But who's it really on? And if it is on McLee, that's his fourth.
Gallagher at the foul line. First of two, good for Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher 15 tonight.
Gallagher smooth at the foul line.
Second of two free throws, good again for Rodney Gallagher. He's hit 4 straight free throws here in the fourth quarter. Timeout on the floor will take it as well. Uniontown 50, Laurel Highlands 47, 2:35 to play. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Tim Dye, Fayette County Clerk of Courts, extends best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, Uniontown Red Raiders, and all of our Fayette County teams for continued success this season. Tim knows it takes teamwork, the hard work of the players, coaches, and the support of their families to be successful. That is a lesson that will serve these young athletes throughout their life. Best of luck to our local teams from Fayette County Clerk of Courts, Tim Dye and family.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. The esophagus is the swallowing tube in your chest. Problems with the esophagus are common and lead to acid reflux, chest pain, and food sticking in the lower neck or chest. Doctors Ruthart Calabrese Hoppy and I specialize in diagnosing esophageal disorders and recommending effective and safe treatment. For information, call our office at 724-437-7677 or visit us at usdigestivehealth.com.
Uniontown with the basketball, 2:35 to play. Red Raiders lead over Laurel Highlands 50-47. Uniontown working left to right as we describe it. As Calvin Winfrey brings it across. Fronted there by Blaze Krisner. Calvin will switch back with Notorious Grooms, watched by Rodney Gallagher. They have Braxton coming out. And the ball handed off there to Calvin Winfrey. Winfrey, edge of the zone. Try to go into the corner. Koffler coming out, deflecting it out of play there in front of Bakari Wallace. A lot of hustle tonight from Ethan Koffler.
Yeah, good try there by Koffler to try to pick up that steal, but just couldn't pull it in. Knocked out of bounds, and Wallace triggers it into Winfrey.
Watch there again by Krisner. Winfrey high on the right. Oh, switch back up top with Notorious Grooms. Grooms watched by Rodney Gallagher. Torrey off to his left.
Going to be a 5 count.
It is. Mustang basketball.
Yeah.
Rare mistake there from Torrey Grooms, edge of the zone.
Yeah, it just took too long, and I was watching. Mike Gaffney started counting, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, he better get rid of that ball pretty quickly. But good defense there by Rod Gallagher to force the turnover. So minute 56 to go. The Mustangs down 3.
Keandre sends it in to Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher back across. Gallagher up top for 3 in the tie. Off the mark. Keandre going for the rebound, and Braxton able to control it. Off the little toss there from Keandre. And a lot of those shots, again, the Mustangs usually hit. They're not dropping tonight against a very talented Uniontown team. Red Raiders looking for their 13th straight win on the season. Here's Calvin near side, dribbling all over the place. Try to go down low, ball got deflected. Picked up by Keandre to Shields, 3-on-2 coming back. Kicks it out to Roth, thought about the 3. Now comes baseline and got fouled there on the drive. You know, have 2 free throws upcoming. With 1:22 left here in the fourth, Uniontown still hanging on, up 3 at 50-47.
That's the first foul on Notorious Grooms here tonight. So Gallagher back to the line. Gallagher with 6 points here in this fourth quarter. 16 for the game. Coach Gizmarski having a little chat with the referee.
First of 2 free throws, good there for Rodney, giving him 17 for the game. Red Raiders lead has trickled down to 2 now at 50-48. Second of 2 from Rodney on the way in, good again. It's a 1-point game with 1:22 to play. Here's Notorious Grooms out of his own zone. Watched there by Rodney Gallagher. Into the corner, Bakari Wallace leans inside, could get it to drop. Follow no good. Keandre the rebound. Mustangs an opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
Great job by Cavanaugh right there to defend the baseline, go straight up and not bring his arms down and foul Bakari Wallace.
So Keandre up top. Boy, if the Mustangs would manage to come back here, it's going to be like stealing one. Keandre left of the lane, hop step of the finish, and Laurel Highlands in the lead at 51-50. Timeout on the court, 47.9 left. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
When your car is damaged, The name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
So here we go, 51-50, Laurel Highlands with a little surge here in the final minutes of the fourth quarter to take a 1-point lead, but Uniontown with the basketball. 47.9 left as Braxton sends it in to Notorious Grooms. Grooms across on the far side, picked up by Rodney Gallagher. Near side touch, Calvin Winfrey. Back to Notorious again. 37 seconds to play. Calvin another touch as those two switch back. Watched by Blaze Krisner. 31 seconds to play. Calvin here on the near side. Back to Torrey on the switch. Now Calvin again. How far down are they going to take it, Tone?
Tell you what, I'm not so sure I'd take it down to the very end.
Here's Notorious. Got around. Rod drives and a swipe.
Whoa!
But they called the foul. Wow.
Whoa. That was a pretty good-looking block there by Kavanaugh. They're going to call that foul. Did they call that on Gallagher? How did that happen?
That's what Rod's asking, too.
He wasn't even close to the play. I mean, Grooms kind of lost his footing and everything. I can see that. I didn't think Kavanaugh really fouled him. Now they're getting a little moisture on the court here, so our buddy Harry Kaufman cleaning things up here.
And again, Grooms is Uniontown's best free throw shooter at 75%. Came into the game 33 of 44, makes two here. Uniontown's back in the lead with 19 seconds left. Remember, Laurel Highlands won a game at the buzzer against West Philadelphia on a Keandre to Shields make. Notorious, first of two free throws short out the front of the rim.
Well, this is the one he needs anyway, really. Just got to tie it up. I'll tell you what, Brian. What a fantastic basketball
Crowd
game.
on their feet. Notorious, second of two free throws. Good, and we're tied at 51. And now the Mustangs an opportunity to win a tie game. Rodney will bring it across. They'll likely bring this all the way down with the game tied and go for the last shot. Rodney brings it across.
And this whole place is standing.
They're going to play on. 6 seconds left. Rodney up top for three in the lead. On the way, no good. High rebound tapped out. Controlled McLeaf from midcourt. Hit the support. We're headed to overtime. Tied at 51. Back with an extra session of basketball in 60 seconds here on the C.R. Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Hello, Uniontown. Mayor Bill Gerke here. There's nothing quite like the feeling of home, that sense of belonging, fall Friday night lights, winter evenings in the gym, and spring afternoons at Bailey Park, always rooting on our Red Raiders. My hope is that our community's next generation can have similar memories, and therefore, we must plan for the future. During my first term, the city has rehabilitated Bailey Park, begun our city's first comprehensive plan in over 20 years. Started work on the city's section of the Sheepskin Trail, worked on eliminating blight and rebuilding our neighborhoods, updated equipment in the parking garages, and we're bringing a more reliable, faster, and less expensive internet service to city residents. We have done a lot, but there's still more to do. So I, Bill Gerke, am running for re-election. We're Uniontown proud, and together we can continue to improve Uniontown for the next generation.
Paid for by Mayor Bill Gerke.
Here we go, overtime tonight, Uniontown and Laurel Highlands. Laurel Highlands High School game tied at 51 after regulation. And they'll throw it up here again. Keandre to jump for the Mustangs. Kadrian McLeod to jump for Uniontown. Mike Gaffney will toss it up for the overtime session. It's controlled by Uniontown to get things started. 4 minutes up on the scoreboard clock.
Well, nobody wanted to go home yet anyway,
No.
Brian. That's for
Been
sure.
too much fun tonight. Here's Keandre, a little hop step. A lot of contact down low. Ball comes loose. And controlled there by Uniontown. Winfrey out of the pack with a touch from Grooms, and now Calvin again here high on the left.
Yeah, just take your time.
With Braxton setting the screen. Back to Bakari Wallace. And now Grooms again. Grooms right of the lane. Kavanaugh got a piece of that one. Off to Gallagher. Rodney racing right to the hoop, and they're going to call a charge. Wow.
And again, Bakari Wallace able to step in there and take that charge. That's going to be the third on Rod. And Rod does not agree with it, but pretty good call there by the referees.
And Rodney came crashing in there. Wallace, throughout his Uniontown career, Tony, that's what he's done.
It's exactly what he does.
Done a great job taking those charges. Did it that time on Gallagher. So the game remains tied at 51 with 3:11 to play. On the far side, Braxton driving in.
Charge again.
Charge call there on Braxton. They're consistent, though, tonight.
I would say. Well, and again, good defensive position. And Braxton picks up his fourth.
4.
Yep. No, he and McLeod both have 4. Bakari Wallace has 4. Bolish has already fouled out for the Mustangs.
And here's Rodney Gallagher bouncing it off to Krisner. Touch from Kavanaugh out to Keandre again. Krisner on the near wing. Off to Gallagher high on the right. And now Krisner again. Touch from Keandre down low. Kavanaugh, a little operating room.
Wow.
Finish. Patrick Kavanaugh out in front. Lead at 2 for the Mustangs now at 53-51.
Nice little hook there by Kavanaugh. Great job, especially in a pressure situation like this.
Down low, Bakari Wallace swatted there by Keandre.
Keandre goes back the other way saying, don't bring that in here.
So now we have 2:16 left here in overtime. Mustangs by 1.
And
Rodney
again,
driving back another charge. That's Rodney's fourth.
Yeah, I tell you what, maybe hit that little pull up, a little floater in the lane. I mean, he could do that. He's just trying to take it too strong, and there's going to be a timeout.
Timeout, Uniontown, 2:14 left in overtime. Full timeout, 53-51, Laurel Highlands. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
I'm worried about this winter weather. How are we going to get to the grocery store for the next few months? I'm not too comfortable driving in the snow anymore, and with your disability, you definitely can't drive.
Yeah, the last time I went to the doctor's office, they're talking about FACT.
FACT?
Yeah, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation. FACT will come to the house and pick us up. They have fixed routes to places like Pittsburgh and Uniontown, even Nemacolin and Woodlands. FACT also has a shared ride program that schedules you to go to places like the doctor's office or the grocery store.
Well, you know, the grandkids will be at our house when school's canceled.
FACT lets anyone ride the fixed route bus, and children under 12 accompanied by an adult ride for free, as do us seniors age 65 and up.
Wow, FACT might be the right answer for us this winter. Do you have their number?
Yes, it's 724-628-RIDE or factbus.com.
It's a fact. We're Fayette County Public Transit.
So there we go, Laurel Highlands 53, Uniontown 51, still 2:14 left here in overtime. Calvin Winfrey will bring it across.
Really, the Mustangs have stepped up the defense here in this overtime period. Uniontown yet to score.
Contact, and Keandre to Shields is going to pick up his 4th personal foul for Laurel Highlands.
I think a lot of teams better hope that they don't go 2 overtimes because might not have enough players.
No, see Rodney and Keandre with 4. Bolish is already fouled out. McLeod with 4. Wallace with 4. Braxton with 4 on the Uniontown side. And Braxton here at the foul line. He's 66% for the season, shooting 2 here. First of 2 up on the way and no good. That was his first attempt of the night.
Yep, Uniontown 8 for 13 from the line here tonight.
Now Braxton a second of 2. Up on the way, and no good again. Same team there on the rebound, and Keandre able to finally corral it in, and the Mustangs have to watch those drive-ins. You look back at Keandre and Rodney's fouls tonight, I think the majority have been charges.
Right.
That one's going to roll out of bounds off of Kadrian McLean out. I think you're more safe if you want to keep those guys in the game with the outside shots at this juncture of the game, especially up 2 as the Mustangs are right now.
Well, surprisingly, I mean, Rod picked up 2 offensive fouls here in this overtime, and that's unlike him, but good defense. Bad pass.
Goes out of bounds over to Uniontown.
Yeah, Koffler and DeShields. Little miscommunication there.
Big break here for Uniontown. Akari Wallace sends it into Calvin Winfrey and now Notorious Grooms. 1:43 to play. Grooms barking out a play up top. Near side to Calvin. Calvin now backs off here high on the right. 90 seconds left here in overtime. We'll switch back to Grooms again, watched by Gallagher. McLee setting up the screen. Grooms to cutting Bakari Wallace. Got blocked again by Kavanaugh. Kept alive on the backside. And Calvin Winfrey on his back drew the foul.
That is the first foul tonight on Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh has played a solid game.
He has played a fantastic game for the Mustangs tonight. Done a really good job, but that's just hard to believe with all the fouls we've had that that's his first foul tonight. And he's played great defense.
Totally agree with you.
A lot of good blocks, a lot of good putbacks.
First of 2 free throws. No, oh, good. What a bounce from Calvin Winfrey. Got it to drop.
Well, and you said he came in only a 59% free throw shooter. Now
that's the lead to 1. This one to tie it. This one rattles out. And another rebound from Kavanaugh has played terrific again tonight for Laurel Highlands. So the Mustangs with the basketball at 53-52. 1:11 left here in the first overtime. Here's Rodney high on the right. Watched there by Kadrian McLee.
Got to watch the 5 count.
He's going to work off to his left and forward to get the count moving here again. Rodney again. Edge of the zone. Double team now comes out. Grooms to help. Over to Keandre. Right in front of the near boundary. And now Rodney again up top. Rodney between defenders. Pulls it back out. Mustangs don't mind running a little clock now with a 1-point lead.
Just play catch.
Keandre again up top. Even a lot of these Red Raiders can't foul right now. Now Rodney gets tripped up.
And it's going to be McLee fouling out.
That'll be it.
Or no, it's going to be Braxton.
Well, Braxton will foul out then. Didn't matter. Both had 4. So Braxton fouls out with 41 seconds left here in overtime. Likely get Levi Gardner. Now it's going to be Tanner Uphold off the Uniontown bench to check in.
Braxton going to finish with 9 points on the night.
You know, Gallagher looking for his first points here in overtime. Heading to the foul line. In fact, just had the 1 field goal from Kavanaugh. The made free throw from Winfrey have been the only scoring here in overtime so far.
That's exactly right.
Now Rodney, first of 2 free throws, short out the front of the rim.
Wow.
Rare miss for Rodney, especially in a clutch situation.
He was 7 for 7 from the line here prior to that miss.
Again, the scoreboard says fourth quarter. We're in overtime. We're tied into the scoreboard down below as Rodney makes the second free throw. So it's a 2-point lead for Laurel Highlands. 19 for Rodney. Timeout on the court will take it as well. Full timeout, 54-52 Mustangs. We're back at 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Casey's Sports Cafe, owned and operated by the Vernon family and located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown, is announcing they will have new evening hours. New hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Come in to Casey's Sports Cafe and check out their new menu items and entrees. Casey's can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Phone 724-550-4126 for Casey's Sports Cafe.
Keep your legal needs close to home. Attorney Vincent T. Berry specializes in criminal justice, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. Attorney T. Berry is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to Attorney Vince T. Berry. It will be the only call you need to make. Call 724-430-0300. That's 724-430-0300.
Laurel Highlands a 54-52 lead over Uniontown as we work here in overtime. 41.5 left here in the first overtime. Uniontown will have the basketball as Tanner Uphold will send it in. Jameer Braxton has fouled out on the Uniontown side. Mason Bolish has fouled out on the Laurel Highlands side. So the Red Raiders down 2 with the basketball, working left to right as we describe it. Calvin Winfrey up top. Winfrey with the seam. He'll float it up and in. Calvin Winfrey got a little bounce off the rim before that one dropped. And once again, we're tied here at 54. Mustangs, another opportunity here for the last shot.
Yeah, Winfrey with all 3 of the points in overtime for the Red Raiders.
Keandre here high on the left. 18 seconds left in the first overtime. Timeout, Laurel Highlands. Step aside for a quick 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Quality care doesn't have to be hard to find. NovaCare Rehabilitation has locations in Uniontown and Masontown and is accessible for all of your recovery needs. Same-day appointments and no referral needed means making an appointment is an easy process. Industry-leading treatments, including LBST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks, are available at both locations. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. Don't miss the opportunity to personalize your care with NovaCare.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High Schools. Here we go, Tone. Game tied at 54, 16.6 left here in this first overtime. Mustangs will have the basketball. Well, what do you do here out of the timeout?
Well, you got to imagine it's either going to be in number 1 or number 2's hands, one way or the other. To be honest with you, I might give it to the Shields only because Kadrian McLee's probably going to be guarding him. He's got to be careful because he's got 4 fouls if in case we would go to a second overtime. But, you know, we've seen Rod slash to the basket a number of times too.
All hands on deck, though, this juncture of the game.
Every bit of.
16.6 seconds left. You've been buckled up all night. Now the Mustangs an opportunity to win it here at the end of the first overtime. They had a chance at the end of regulation. Missed an opportunity, and now get a little reprieve here. With Blaze Krisner to trigger it in. Notorious Grooms fronting Blaze. Now he'll back off, and Blaze will send it into Keandre. So Keandre, edge of the zone. Watched there by Kadrian McLee. Keandre high on the right, 10 seconds to play. Keandre barks out of play.
Clear
Keandre
out for
with
him.
7 seconds left. Keandre driving. Keandre, a little fadeaway from the foul line. No good. Ball loose underneath. Mustangs looking for time will expire here in the first overtime, and we'll head to a second overtime with a Red Raider down on the court. Bakari Wallace is hurt. So Wallace went down hard. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside for a 60-second timeout, then be back for the second overtime. Tied at 54 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now at Arthur Chevrolet.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox, only $99 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months and 10,000 miles yearly with 6,500 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or Conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends January 31st, 2023. While supplies last, call dealer for all other details at 724-99-8000.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, and good to see Bakari Wallace trying to hop to his feet there, Tone, but he's not putting any pressure, though, on that left ankle, so maybe not as good as we initially thought.
News for you. You also have Rod Gallagher limped off the court a little bit, too. Looked like he was either favoring that right knee or right ankle a little bit. He's sitting on the bench, can't really tell, but Wallace not putting any weight at all on that. Not a good sign. That's a huge loss for the Red Raiders. Let's see what Coach Kizmarski's going to put in now for the replacement.
You're likely going to have to go here now to Levi Gardner off the Uniontown bench to start the second overtime. Again, tied at 54. You folks on the radio side that might have just rejoined us, Bakari Wallace hobbling off for the Red Raiders. This will be the second overtime. And for whatever reason, they can't correct the scoreboard down below. I don't understand, Tony, to show it's the sixth quarter in the second overtime. So you might see on your scoreboard showing fourth. It's the second overtime. Game tied at 54. And here we go again. We'll toss it up. This time it'll be Levi Gardner to jump for Uniontown with Jameer Braxton already had fouled out. And Keandre to jump again for Laurel Highlands. Again, both Keandre and Rodney have 4 personal fouls.
Yeah, and we saw Braxton and Bolish foul out. As we said, McLee, Wallace now with the ankle injury, but he had 4 fouls.
And Laurel Highlands will get the basketball to start the second overtime. Here's Keandre on the near side. Touched again from Kavanaugh. Sends it off to Koffler, a little juggle, then a regain. Now Keandre again here on the near side. Spinning in, repositions, and pulls it up. Shot attempt, no good. Kadrian McLee, the rebound.
Not a good foul.
And that's going to be it for Keandre. Wow. So Keandre fouls out. He was trying to get the jump ball called, but he fouls out with 3:40 left here in double overtime, and that hurts if you're Laurel Highlands.
3:40 fouls out with 19 points, and as you said, Brian, we worried about the foul trouble. We didn't think it'd go into the second overtime, but the Shields is going to foul out now. 3:40 to go.
No, you want to be aggressive in that situation, but should have just backed off there, especially with so much time left here in the second overtime.
Almost like a frustration foul that he couldn't get that shot to go.
Now McLee at the free throw line on the other side, misses on the first of two.
Uniontown, 9 of 15 from the line here tonight.
McLee, second of two. No good again. Ball goes out of bounds over to Laurel Highlands. So some big missed free throws here down the stretch on the Uniontown side. Another timeout, another full timeout. 3:40 left here in double overtime, tied at 54. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Hello, this is your Fayette County Commissioner, Vince Vicides. There is nothing more exciting than high school sports. As a graduate of Laurel Highlands and a letterman myself, I know all the athletes work extra hard to be competitive, plus maintain their study skills. Again, this is Commissioner Vince Vicides saluting all the young contestants for their efforts. Good luck, and may the best team prevail. And the winner is...
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school in the Fayette County area for more than 3 years. M&R Transit is a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands School basketball team and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164. Or stop into their office at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, so the Mustangs the rest of the way without Keandre DeShields and Mason Bolish. They both fouled out. Jameer Braxton fouling out on the Uniontown side. Bakari Wallace out with an injury. Might be who you have available here late, Tony, as Ethan Koffler sends it off to Rodney Gallagher. Only 3 points scored on each side in that first overtime. Now the Mustangs with it here to start the second overtime. Blaze Krisner watched there by Tanner Uphold. And here's Krisner. Trying to bounce it off. Now the ball was kicked. Goes into the backcourt, and Rodney throws it off the head of Calvin Winfrey. They're going to say Rodney was out of bounds.
Yeah, but it hit Rodney as it came back on. So the Red Raiders able to gain possession. Tie game, 3:20 to go here.
Good opportunity for Notorious Grooms maybe to take things on here for the Uniontown side. Trying to come inside, and McLee got poked away, and Shane Layton out of the pack with it there for the Mustangs. Just rolls it off to Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher back across, pulls up, foul and extend on the right, jumper off the front of the rim, no good. Kavanaugh offensive rebound, back to Rod, got tripped up. Driving that time, he'll head to the line to shoot two.
And again, Kavanaugh with another rebound underneath. Good game.
That foul went on Uphold, just his second. That doesn't hurt you if you're Uniontown, aside from the fact that you've yielded 2 free throw attempts here to Rodney with 3:02 left in the second overtime.
On Rod.
First of 2 free throws, good for Rodney to give Laurel Highlands a 1-point lead. 20 points tonight for Rodney Gallagher.
He's the high man on both teams.
Now Rodney for a second. Up on the way and good again. 21 for Rodney Gallagher. 2-point lead for the Mustangs at 56-54. 2:57 left here in the second overtime. There's Calvin Winfrey, edge of the zone, watched there by Krisner. Winfrey up top. Pulls it out there to Levi Gardner. Now back to Calvin again as Grooms came out to set the screen. Now has the basketball here on the near side. Grooms watched by Rodney Gallagher. Grooms working off to his left. Sends it off to Calvin again. Those 2 play catch. Notorious resets high on the left. Timeout Uniontown. Red Raiders take a timeout with 2:34 left here in the second overtime. This will be a 30-second timeout. We're back at 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School. Laurel Highlands a 56-54 lead over Uniontown here in double overtime. And Tony, I don't recall a Uniontown-Laurel Highlands game like this over the years, especially going a couple of extra sessions.
Well, Brian, I'm old, and I can tell you that I remember in 1980 or 81, somewhere in there, Uniontown and LH played 3 overtimes.
Okay.
Uniontown won by 2.
Might be headed that way again tonight.
Yep, I can, but that'll tell you something because I was just out of high school then, so you weren't even probably trotting around, were you?
I was born in 78.
Oh, okay.
a couple years old at the time.
Yeah, you weren't watching the game then.
No. Uphold to send it in from the far side here for the Red Raiders. Back to Notorious Grooms. 2:32 left here in the second overtime. Near side, Winfrey, jumper near baseline, got fouled.
And that's going to be Krisner, and that's going to be his fourth.
And Winfrey, one of the better free throw shooters for Uniontown, or maybe not, 59%.
Well, he's had a few chances here, no doubt. So far tonight, I have him at 3 for 5.
First of 2 here up on the way, and again, no good. 16 points scored tonight by Calvin Winfrey, but Uniontown down 2, needing some free throws here in the second overtime.
Uniontown only 1 for 7 from the foul line in these overtime periods. And that's been the difference in the game right now.
Second of 2 from Calvin, again no good. Rebound, a little fight for it. We got a jump ball call. We'll go back to the possession arrow. It favors Uniontown.
Yeah, McLee tried for another putback there. Tried to grab another offensive rebound. Layton with a good job trying to tie it up. So unfortunately, the Mustangs not able to come out of there with it. Here's the Red Raiders triggering it in.
Uphold, feeds into McLee. McLee fighting, got partially blocked, but Garner with the follow. Levi Garner, first 2 of the game coming here in the second overtime to knot things up at 56. Here's Krisner back on the other side, inside to Kavanaugh. Feeds it down low, Layton goes down, back up, couldn't finish out in front. Uphold, a big rebound in traffic there for Uniontown. Now the Red Raiders in control a bit. Game tied at 56. They have the basketball under 2 minutes left here in the second overtime.
Each team with 2 timeouts remaining.
Winfrey off to Grooms. Watch there by Gallagher. Grooms coming near baseline, driving, handing off. Gardner again. 2 big buckets here in double overtime for Levi Gardner. And Uniontown goes up 2 at 58-56.
Yeah, came off the bench, and look at the job he's doing. Great job by Gardner and a great pass by Grooms to find him wide open for that layup.
Gallagher high feed brought down there from Krisner. Again, Keandre has fouled out on the Laurel Highlands side. Mustangs take a timeout. This will be a full timeout, 1:26 to play. 58-56 Uniontown. We're back at 60 here on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Tonight.
Movement Physiotherapy is here to serve you. Now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, Movement Physiotherapy treats back issues, knee and ankle pain, shoulder, hip, neck, and balance issues, and provides post-surgical rehab. Using aquatic therapy, manual therapy, therapeutic exercise, soft tissue massage, electrical stimulation, running analysis, and balance programs, Tyler Gasek and his team are ready to improve your health with physical therapy. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, 58-56 Uniontown, second overtime. Red Raiders lead by 2. Laurel Highlands with the basketball. A couple of big makes off the Uniontown bench from Levi Gardner. Mustangs with the basketball. Rodney Gallagher with it right now. And Gallagher just 1 made 3 tonight. Came into the game, 26 made 3s for the season. Ethan Koffler was in a little trouble. Got out of it, near side Krisner, back to Koffler, swung over to Gallagher. Now Gallagher coming inside, driving, putting it up and getting fouled again.
And that's going to be on McLee, and that's going to be his 5th.
Wow.
So now he's going to foul out. 1:07 to go here in the second overtime.
He fouls out with 15 points in this game. With 1:07 left here in the second overtime.
Tell you what, he played a great game for the Red Raiders, no doubt. 11 points in that second quarter and really carried them to that halftime lead.
So Rodney, 2 free throws here to tie the game. Wiping up a little moisture on the court again.
I'll tell you what, the Uniontown fans appreciative of McLee's efforts here tonight, giving him a standing ovation. Yeah, he played a great game.
Huge second quarter. Really turned the game around for Uniontown with 11 second quarter points. Now you'll have Rodney here at the foul line again for Laurel Highlands. Rodney 19 tonight for the Mustangs and puts the first of 2 free throws out the front of the rim. No good.
Unusual for Rod. especially in these situations.
Mustangs still down 2. One free throw coming here for Gallagher. It's up on the way, and again, no good.
Wow.
Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Uniontown basketball. Last touch by Laurel Highlands going out, so rare to see Gallagher miss 2 at the foul line. Now you're going to get Mikey Bittner checking in here on the Laurel Highlands side.
Well, he's going to take late now? That's interesting. Maybe to give a foul, but I don't know why you'd take the big out at this point in time. I mean, Leighton with the size underneath.
Here's Winfrey bringing it back across for Uniontown. Pulls back to Notorious Grooms high on the left. Near side switch back to Tavian Richardson and deflected. Stolen by Blaze Krisner. Krisner races back, and what a swat by Calvin Winfrey.
Great block. Krisner tried to get a little too fancy with it. Might have taken it strong. Could have got it to go and maybe the foul, but great block by Winfrey.
Boy, these guys stepped up. Big-time atmosphere, and the players on both sides, no matter who wins tonight, they brought it for sure this evening. Krisner high on the right.
Yep, everything we expected, Brian.
Sends it off to Koffler, and now Krisner again. Krisner in the corner now to Schwartzfeger. Down to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh out in front. A foul called here on Uniontown.
Might have got away with a little walk there. Kind of hung it up on his hip a little bit.
Foul will go on Tanner Uphold.
And that's going to be Uphold's third. But that's going to send Kavanaugh to the line. Kavanaugh 8 points here tonight.
For the season, 57% from the foul line. 37.3 left here in the second overtime. And Kavanaugh misses the first of 2 free throws. Now Laurel Highlands, they've missed 3 straight free throws. 2 from Gallagher, now 1 from Kavanaugh.
Overtime has not been good to the foul shooters here so far.
On both sides.
Right.
Now Kavanaugh for a second. This one is good, so it's a 1-point game. 9 tonight for Kavanaugh. Uniontown with the basketball. Now the Mustangs might have to come out here and foul. Winfrey bringing it across. 29 seconds left here in the second overtime. Over to Grooms. Deflected by Gallagher, and it'll stay Uniontown basketball here in the Laurel Highlands zone with 26 seconds left here in the second overtime.
Yeah, and a good trap right there. Uniontown has 2 timeouts left. So Notorious, even if he got trapped over there, able to call timeout. But
send it back into the backcourt here in Grooms with Krisner coming over. Rod can't foul. He has 4 fouls. Up to Uphold, and now they're going to go after Uphold. No foul was called there. We play on. And now you have Bittner fouling Winfrey. Almost launched it in.
Well, the thing of it is, Krisner wanted a foul, but he's got 3. Actually, he's got 4 here tonight. I was going to say he didn't want to pick up that 5th.
So Bittner just commits his first. You'll have Calvin Winfrey, who missed his last 3 free throws. Head to the foul line here for Uniontown. Red Raiders up only 1 at 58-57. 14.8 left here in the second overtime. First of 2 free throws good for Calvin Winfrey to give him 17 points for the game.
Yeah, Winfrey. Big make there. He had missed his last 3 and made that foul shot to give him a 2-point lead.
Now Winfrey for a second to make the lead at 3 for Uniontown. It's on the way and good. So Winfrey increasing the Uniontown lead to 3. Timeout Uniontown. 60-57 Red Raiders. 14.8 left here in the second overtime. We'll step aside for a quick 30 here on the Sierra Prada Group High School Sports Night.
I'm attorney Tripp Radcliffe of Radcliffe Law. I've practiced law in Fayette County for over 40 years. The success of our firm is the result of our clients trusting us to make the best decisions on their behalf when they're injured in an accident. We tell our clients, you get yourself better, we will deal with the rest. If you've been hurt in an accident, call us today to set up a free consultation, 724-439-3939. We have Saturday appointments for your convenience. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School. Laurel Highlands down 3 with the basketball in the final 30 seconds here, Tony, of the second overtime.
Brian, I'll tell you this much. I don't want to see this game end, but you know the best part is they play again.
Yeah, in February. I mean, you could have the Mustangs hit a 3 here, and we're playing triple overtime. You never know.
You don't know. And that would not be out of the realm of possibility, that's for sure.
The Mustangs tonight, Tony, have not hit a 3 in the second half or any of the overtimes.
Nope. Only made 3 threes the whole game, and all in the first half. As we said, Gallagher, Krisner, and Bolish. And only 3 threes on the Uniontown side as well.
Krisner sends it in to Koffler, back to Krisner. 11 seconds left. Mustangs down 3 here in the second overtime. Over to Gallagher. Rodney up top. Rodney from the near wing looking for the tie, off the mark. Uphold the rebound. He gets fouled with 2.2 left. And the Uniontown Red Raiders on the verge of knocking off Laurel Highlands here on the road. And now you can hear it from the Red Raider faithful.
Well, obviously somebody's got to go home disappointed, but what a fantastic basketball game all these fans saw and all the people watching at home.
Uphold at least needs to hit 1 of 2 here, though, to completely ice it. You have 2.2 left. Last foul went on Kavanaugh, just his second. Uphold first of 2 free throws, no good. So not done yet.
The Red Raiders now have got them at 12 for 23.
Uphold second free throw on the way and good, and that'll do it. Uphold with the make. They send it into Gallagher, got deflected out by Grooms. They have 0 up on the clock. The officials are saying it's not over. Officials are saying the game is not over yet. They're playing the music, but the game is not over yet.
Telling everybody get off the court and let's go.
Should be about 2 seconds left on the clock. And it should be 61-57. They did not put that up on the scoreboard either.
Correct.
It's Mustang basketball. They need to reset the clock.
They need to reset the clock and need to set the score.
Koffler will send it in. Now they put 14 seconds on the clock, and that's not right either.
Coach Hogger could hope so.
It's 61-57 Uniontown. Now they got it right. Koffler to send it in, 1.4 left on the clock. Sends it into Krisner, and Krisner from mid-court. Shot no good, and they're up with the town tonight. 61-57, Uniontown downs Laurel Highlands in a double overtime thriller. We're back to tell you all about it on our post-game show, brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Comes your way next year on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coating, window tinting, undercoating, paintless deck repairs, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Garrett Breaker has been a business owner and doctor in the Uniontown community for 38 years. He's actively involved in the community, served as team chiropractor for the Laurel Highlands School District, and was inducted into the Laurel Highlands Life Achievement Hall of Fame. Dr. Breaker is also chairman of the Fayette County River Republican and wants to continue to make a difference in the community, and he'll be running for South Union Township Supervisor in the May 2023 primary. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs from Dr. Garrett Breaker.
Planning a sports fundraiser? B Graphics makes it easy. B Graphics will set up an online store with hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and other gear with your team and school logo. Ordering, shipping, payment, B Graphics handles